Good afternoon, friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and it's time for some creative ink. It's time for us to get creative and inspired so we can make some beautiful creations to share with others. So come on in, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you leave today feeling inspired to go and create and share with others. So hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube and ring that bell so you can get notified every time I go live. And also, please share my video with others because that's the best way for me to grow as a channel as well. So today it's sneak peek time. And I really was ready. And there's always some mishap, right? I spilt my water on my desk. Luckily, it only hit a couple pieces of paper. So thankfully, I think we're all set. So come on in, say hello. We're going to get started. So we've got a sneak peek well, let's first talk about these True Blue Florals designer paper. It is something, it's our first product of the month with Stampin' Up, and you can get this this product for $5 when you reach a $75 order. And you can add it onto your order for an additional $5 and have it shipped to you. And it's on a limit, it's while supplies last, and it's one per customer. And let's just quickly look at this gorgeous paper. It's mostly balmy blues and native navy is what it is. So I think this is a lot of the balmy blue here. We're getting a little touch of the navy now. Okay, it's just some really great designs. And here's some more balmy blue right here. And let's just keep in going. It's a lot of floral and just geometric patterns as well. So it's just very versatile for you and your paper crafting. So look at those fun things. This one here can definitely, the images could be fussy cut as well. And even this one, you know, to add in your creating. So make sure to grab that while they're still available. It's always available somewhere around the 1st of the month. Okay. And I think the next one comes out January 6th, I believe. So be staying tuned for that. And every month, every $75 order, you can get the product of a month for an additional $5. Okay. So today we are going to be looking at these ephemera. Okay. We're going to be creating with these ephemeras. This is our Puffy stickers right here, and they are absolutely so springy and Eastery. They're probably about the width of a dimensional. They're a lot firmer, but the height wise is about the width of a dimensional is what I want to say. But so you do want to be careful when you are layering up your projects that you don't get too much thickness. Otherwise, you are going to be paying additional postage. So the Puffy stickers, I think that's what they're called, come with 2 of these sheets, 2 identical sheets. And I've already used one. We're going to use one more today. We're going to use this bird here today. And then the mix and match ephemera here, the Easter ephemera. There are 3 designs, and I've been creating, okay? And I still got those left. I split the package in half. And so far I've created like 6 cards and something else, okay? So there's still quite a bit of creating left, and this is just half the package. So these are your 3 designs right here. So you're going to get 2 each of the 3 designs, which can really cover your spring or Easter cards really well, okay? It doesn't totally spring Easter, but definitely does say spring, okay? Just really like the Easter basket, I think is the worst one. You know, the bunnies can be springtime, you know. Okay, so there's a lot of crafting in these. And I want to think, how much are they? let me see. I can't show you. They're in the mini catalog. And the Puffy stickers are $8. And the ephemera pack is $7. Okay. So for 15 bucks, you could split it with somebody and you each get half and half. You can create a lot of cards, and we're creating note cards today. Okay, so I kind of want to leave the Puffy stickers out because we're gonna use one of those off in there, or maybe more. All right, yes, we're gonna use more. We're gonna make 2 cards today. Also, we are using the dies, these fabulous dies here. I love shaped dies. So these are the beautifully celebrated dies. Okay, so they have these really, I don't know what you want to call these. They kind of remind me of the hippo dies. So they're similar to that. And I think they've got like the points a little bit different. I think the hippos had curves, you know, rounded corners. And these are kind of cool too, to make some corner things on a card. And they're both put together, so that way it makes die cutting them so much easier. And of course, we've got just some extra dies. These will cut out one of the stamps, and obviously, so these are like just bonus stamps. I think this is kind of like a little bit meant for scrapbooking. But I love these dies. I think these are going to be fun. Friday, we're going to use the larger die, and I got a 3D project to share with you regarding that largest die. Okay, and maybe at the end, I'll give you a little sneak peek of that. Okay, what are we starting with? So we're going to start off with a note card, okay? Just some simple, these are really quick to put together. And and I'm also using the, let's see, where do I have it? The mixed patterns. I think that's what it's called. Let me ask this one. Let's see. I don't think it's on there. Mixed Up Patterns design paper. This is also in the mini catalog. And I just thought this is really versatile to have in your stash, just for some really simple backgrounds. Okay, so here's the flip side to these. We got some more balmy blue, I'm not sure what I want to say the pink is strawberry slush. We've got some old olive here. And here's, this is definitely strawberry slush there. It's got kind of like some really, kind of like rosettes, you know, some very modern rosettes. Here's the flip side to this. We've got another pink. Yeah, maybe it's blush blossom and strawberry slush. That's kind of like what that is. And then we've got this basic gray kind of pattern. And we've got like this wood grain pattern that's kind of like the basic gray and the Daffodil Delight striped. And on the flip side is like the chevron and these balmy blue flowers background. So I just think it's just a generic kind of paper to have in your stash that sometimes it's hard to coordinate with something. Okay, so we are starting with a note card. So this is super simple and easy to do. And we're going to just fold this in half, burnish it in half, and we're going to completely cover our card base, okay? Let's do this. Azure Afternoon is in this ephemera as well. So there's a lot of basic colors. And I just really thought this paper really coordinated well with the colors in the ephemeras. Okay, so we're just going to make sure all our edges are lined up. And for some reason, it must be the way I just trim my paper. I've got a little bit overhanging, so I'm going to just trim this excess off, the sliver. Okay, let's get rid of that. Trim this off. Here we go. All right, so we've got our card. Let's just give that another burnish. So I've already die cut one of these labels, and I've ran it through the embossing folder. And I can't remember the name of it. I don't know if I have it written down. The Beautiful Pattern 3D, and this is from our November online exclusive. So the only place you're going to see this is in the online store. Okay, so I've already ran it through there, and we're going to just, and I've selected this watering can with the bouquet of flowers coming out of it. So we're going to just add this onto here, and we're going to put some dimensionals on the back side. I've got this one I want to finish using up. Let's just add a couple dimensionals here. I'm going to leave the center kind of open because we're going to put one of those hearts, the Puffy sticker hearts there. Okay, so let's add this. I already stuck something on there. Decided to change colors. So I've got some other samples to share with you as well when we're done here. Okay, so if you're loving this stuff, the only way this is demonstrators were able to pre-order this ahead of time. So if you love that, you can grab our starter kit right now and pre-order whatever product you want from the mini and the online exclusives that get released in January. And you can simply go to my website at createwithnancy.com and hit the join now button, not the shop now button, but the join now button. Okay. Okay. Hi, Joan. Welcome. Okay. I know I was almost early, almost on time. If it wasn't for my water mishap, I think the rim around my water bottle is losing its grip. So when I tipped it over, it just kind of water started pouring out. Look at that. Isn't that simple? So they have these cute little hearts in here, and I'm going to add a little puffy heart right there. Okay. And then let's add some, I already tied a bow, so let's add out of basic white twine here. So let's add, it's a double bow that I tied with 16 inches of twine. So let's just put our bow right up here in the corner, and I'll give it a trim. There we go. And a little trash can, a little sliver. It's got glue on it. It's sticking all over the place. Okay, and then let's add some rhinestones to this. Add a little bit of bling. I'm going to use some of the smaller bling here. And let me grab my take your pick tool. And I think we're going to just really bling this up. All right. I'm going to just add some bling in the center of each of these flowers, I think. You know what? Maybe not. Let's just, let's move that off. My glue dot's sticking. So let's go in here with the scissors. Let's go like this instead, I guess. There we go. We just got some simple bling there. And I think these are great, just simple note cards you can give as a gift, okay? And then make sure to subscribe to my newsletter as well, for that's where you're going to get the PDF tutorials. And I should be coming out with the newsletter in the next couple of days. So, so look forward to that. Okay, we've got one more here. We're going to use this striped background again. Okay, so let's add some liquid glue. It could either go on the card base or on the designer paper, whatever works for you. I think I put it on the designer paper last time. And I like to run this up. I kind of hold this up and get it up to that folded, where it's the natural fold, and then secure it down. And okay, just this one side needs a little trim here. So let's trim that off. Put it on the card base, doesn't get the glue all over this paper like it did the first time. All right, there we go. So this time I ran with Daffodil Delight underneath this, okay? So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna put some dimensionals underneath our wreath there, but I also want to add this birdie to it, okay? I think I want to just kind of put this bird over here like this. Now I can kind of see that I don't want any dimensionals right there on the wreath, because that will really set that wreath up and offset it more. Because remember, we're trying to not get things too high, too thick on our card front, right? Okay, can you see where I did the dimensionals right there? It's another great day here in Central New York, unfortunately. And I think I said who I was. I'm Nancy Thompson from Skinny Atlas, New York. Okay, so let's add our bird, okay? And let's add some more twine here. Here's my mini glue dots. Let's add a glue dot on the back there. Kind of like fold it up a little bit. I think we'll just kind of add it right there. I'm going to wait to trim it. All right, so now this one, we're going to put landscape wise. Okay, so let's put this on landscape mode. Get rid of these dimensional backings. So let's go like this. And just center it, okay? Now we can trim the tails, because I don't want them to go off the card base there. Okay, what you thinking? So let's add some rhinestones. Okay, let's see. Let's put them on the wreath this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we got lots and lots of bling on there. There we go. Isn't that sweet and simple, right? Okay, so let's add some, we need some envelopes here. And this is the one I spilt water on. I think it's good enough. So let's add some designer paper to our envelope flap. I love using note cards. If you love note cards, make sure you put that in the comment if you use note cards a lot. Everything's cut, pre-scored, and it's a smaller area to design. So doing something like this just makes it so easy to create. How was your helper? She was fun to watch create. My helper, I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what you're talking about. How is my helper? Who's my helper, Joan? Okay. Let's do this. It's been busy, so. Okay, so let's put one like that. And then let's use this one. Let's go with this. Add some liquid glue. Here we go. Add this on. And trim off the excess here. I'm trying to think back to my videos. Oh, I'm having a brain freeze here. All right, what do you think? I think it's good to just have, different patterns for your envelopes as well. Okay, so there's the 2 cards for today, but let me share with you some more. You clean off this desk. The young lady must have been, was it Mary Pat or? I'm trying to think what I did recently. But anyways, I'll figure it out. It'll come to me after we're done with this video, I'm sure. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to put this in because I've got my little thing here to see how it goes through. It does go through with these, okay? So you can go to the Country Hive. This is where I got mine from. And it's a 1/4 inch. It helps you make sure it's going to go through the postal system okay. Lucy? We don't know a Lucy. Maybe you're thinking of somebody else. Joan. But anyways, okay, so here's 2 cards here. And thanks. Yeah, you could be wrong. Okay, let's go landscape. Okay, here we go. Here's this pretty wreath right here. This is all using designer paper from that, from the mixed up patterns thing. Look at this cute little Easter one. So if you don't send a lot of Easter ones, oh, my Aunt Sally. Okay, yes, Aunt Sally. She's great. She's back home, trying to stay warm down south. Anyways, she's still in North Carolina, but we'll be heading to Florida after the holidays. I know, I miss her already. So here's this. We got a lot done, though. So you could easily make some cute little Easter cards, spring cards. Here's another one that's portrait. So this is just like the Daffodil Delight one right there, but I just used Highland Heather and that wood grain background. And then here's another portrait one right here with the lilies. So just subtle. The Daffodil die cut piece brings out the designer paper. So kind of keep that in mind a little bit. As you're creating your cards. So there's a lot more. There's still quite a few pieces in here. I think I can probably do quite a few more, okay? I'm hoping I get another 6 out of here, okay? That's what I'm hoping. Fingers crossed, all right? Because I want to, do you want to see a sneak peek? So this is what we're going to create on Friday, okay? So you can come back and see that on Friday, and I'll show you what they look like. I think 6 will fit in here. That's what I'm hoping. Well, maybe that's a tight squeeze. Maybe 5. I mean, it does fit in there, okay. Maybe 5 would be better. We'll see how many more cards I can make out of there, okay. All right, that's what I have too. Hi, Gail. Welcome. I didn't see you. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this live. If you missed the beginning, go back and see how I created these cards using the Puffy stickers and the ephemera. Okay, the Easter ephemera right here. Okay, the Puffy stickers. I got this wrong right there. Okay, and the ephemera. They're both great. Great way to be able to make some spring and Easter cards without buying a stamp set and, you know, a bundle, right? Okay. All right. So Friday, you already know what we're doing. So come back on Friday and we will see you then. If you need anything, make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter. And because there will be coming out soon, I'm way behind. I haven't sent one in a few weeks. So one is due. I've got lots of tutorials I got to finish up. Anyways, okay, talk to you later.